Well, it's Monday, February 11th, 2019, and I finished my brother's bike, putting the little eyelets on the rib nuts, and I basically used a little nut like this, a little eyelet in it that's the same threads as the the rest of the rib nuts on the bike, and basically just screw it up in there. Use this little nut to lock it down to the depth or height you want. And I was going to get all fancy and use little bolts and these little eyelets and all that stuff, and it's like, why not just stick a zip tie through it? I mean, just stick a little zip tie through it and call it good. This one's kind of harder to see because the head of the zip tie is in the way, but yeah, it's perfect. And there's a little concern with the cable for the front derailleur coming, and hitting this lead. I mean, this is like the main 48 volt lead from the battery, and even though I got like fuel line through it and a little piece of tin underneath there, I just like, well, I just don't want this cable to rub through and cut the wire, so I just cut off a little piece of cable housing and just stuck it down in there, and I'm just going to let it hang wild because gravity is going to keep it down there, and it shifts smoother, letting that hang free. And then if you have to take something apart, this thing isn't all taped up to anything, it's just doing what it needs to do, protecting that main lead. So this thing is completely finished. The only other thing that really could be done is this is just the lead for the light, and it kind of stops about right here, and I just kind of have it tied off here. It kind of mirrors the throttle. So don't drop the camera. You can't see it under the, but it kind of mirrors the throttle. Yeah, there we go. You can see it now. Really, actually, when you look at it really close, it looks cool, but it kind of mirrors the throttle wire. And that's actually kind of held away from the, even though it looks like it's touching it, it isn't really touching it. It's hanging over the top of that controller, and this is really kind of the same. This wire is kind of the same. It just looks ugly because it's just going to be easy to just peel this wire off, hook a lead. You'd probably cut it down here and move it up. But anyway, this is a 48 volt lead for a light, and I figure, well, leave that out. If he wants to hook it up, great. If not, well, it just sits there and looks ugly. But it's completely ready to go. There's really nothing left to do on it. I mean, I've checked all the bolts over and over and over. There's nothing left to be done on this thing except ride it. And all this running that I've done, I mean, I've run this thing and run it and run it and run it, and this battery is still showing a full charge. So let's just hit this thing one more time, and this is pretty much it. We're probably not going to do a lot of video of us riding these things because I don't have a GoPro or any of that, and I might get a waterproof camera someday, but that's going to be more for the kayaking than this. I mean, who wants to hang a I don't want to carry a camera around like that riding. Phone's good enough, and I don't have a video app on my phone. So this is it. So I'm going to stick this thing up, and the latest on my bike is I got the extra pedal assist sensor leads. I've got an extra one just in case, and for my bike, but I want to wait until I get them magnet mounts, because when you're routing all the wires and doing all this stuff, you want to kind of take everything in consideration. So we're just going to run this thing one more time, and then I'm going to actually attach an update on my trike after this. Maybe that'll get some people to watch on kind of what the latest is on that. Those people that watch my ETRIKE videos, they said it was cool. They loved the unboxing. So here's one last run of this thing, and it's you know, it's up to my brother to pick it up. He might pick it up this weekend, but the weather's just still not warm for a while. Hang on, hold on. I'm gonna pause this thing, and I'm gonna take that wheel weight off that I put there, because that's shaking way too much. Hold on. Well, I'm back. I took the wheel weight off and tried to readjust the bike in the clamps and lowered it, and it still shakes pretty good. But honestly, these bikes don't shake when you ride them. I think it's the slime in the tube. Because if you look, I'm going to let it kind of coast down. When you let off the throttle, it really mellows out. So I just think it's the slime in there. So anyway, we're going to finish this up. I'm just going to run this thing just a couple seconds here for the ending to finishing my brother's bike, and I'm going to attach to the end of this you know, just an update on my trike. There's really isn't a lot much, you know, going on. And I'm going to show a video of me wrapping up the wiring on my bike, but I got to get some more parts, so they should come tomorrow. So here we go. Wow, hell with them brakes. And that's it. Fade out. Yep, this one's done, and 3 more to go. So here's the latest on the trike. I just basically built a little mini set of jack stands for it, you know, just something for it can sit on, so I can make the brake, you know, bolt it all on and hook the braces onto the frame. And I got this frame sitting on a little box. Actually, I'm going to leave that because that works out pretty well. But that's once I get an axle, I ordered an axle to you know, bolt this to this, so that's going to keep it, you know, together while I figure out the bracing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm just, you know, I ordered a ton of parts on Saturday. It's Monday the 11th, and I got a few parts today, but nothing that I can do with this. So basically I'm gonna, it's what, I gotta check this out. This is one of my other bikes. This is a Specialized rock hopper. This is my grocery getter. This is my beater. This is the one I exercise on. This thing's a nice little bike. But anyway, it's 10 minutes to 8. I think I'm knocking off for the day. It's been a long day. But yeah, I'm gonna post this, and the next thing is me finishing up the wiring on my bike and tying it off, because I just gotta get a couple parts and I'm gonna finish the wiring, and then it's done. So then that'll be 2 bikes done, and then I can focus on this one and my sister-in-law's bike. But yeah, these jack stands are a good way to go, because I don't have an extra helper or 4 hands. And yeah, okay, that's it.